Today, the Texas State House had 95 members present. That was not enough to establish a quorum. Days ago, State House Democrats fled the state in an effort to prevent passage of a measure that redraws congressional maps. So let's bring it back home now. With the 2026 elections coming up, it's time for Ohio to redraw its congressional maps as well.
Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow explains the state is playing an integral role in the national conversation.
A national alarm bell.
Democrats across the nation are showing solidarity with Texas lawmakers.
What starts in Texas is going to go on to the next state and the next state.
Ones who fled their state to block a Republican-proposed congressional map from being passed. A map that redrew several seats currently being held by Democrats to make them more favorable for the GOP. Ohio House Rep. Eric Sonnenberg rallied with Texas Dems outside the Massachusetts State House on Wednesday, since he believes that Ohio is the next state to take on this fight.
Going to make the maps less fair and therefore unproportionate and outsized number of Republican congressmen would have a better chance of winning.
The congressional map-making process is set to begin soon in Ohio, with Republicans like state party leader Tony Schrader hoping to expand the slim GOP majority in the U.S. House.
Having a larger margin there makes life a lot easier in terms of getting legislation through.
Republicans are eyeing the seats of Democrats Amelia Sykes in Northeast Ohio, Marcy Kaptur in Northwest, and Greg Landsman in Southwest. Although the state's redistricting commission is controlled by GOP leaders, State Rep. Adam Bird says that the national stage won't play into Ohio's map-making process.
We're not looking for any specific outcome. We want to abide by the Ohio Constitution.
He says the state has a majority of GOP districts because the map is proportional to statewide election results. Currently, there are 10 Republicans and 5 Democrats representing Ohio in the U.S. House.
And the margin by which Donald Trump has won Ohio the last couple of times, they're significant.
President Donald Trump won Ohio 55 to 44% in 2024. With that result, Ohio's 15 congressional districts would be 8 Republican and 7 Democratic. But Senator Bernie Moreno says he believes Ohio should be 12-3. But that makeup isn't resonating with all GOP leaders, like Lieutenant Governor Jim Tressel.
The only thing that's fair is what the people vote for.
Even now we're with our 10 to 5, I would say that that's not fair. And anything on top of that would be obviously even worse.
By law, state legislators must have a map by the end of November. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.